In early July 1947, rancher W. Brazel discovered unusual debris scattered across his land near Roswell, New Mexico. The material was lightweight and metallic, unlike anything Brazel had seen before. Intrigued and concerned, he reported his findings to the local authorities. The Roswell Army Airfield, home to the 509th Bomb Group and their atomic secrets, took immediate interest. The military quickly secured the area and began gathering the debris. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Daily Record ran a sensational headline, "RAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region." The story quoted the base's public information officer Walter Haut, confirming the recovery of a flying disc. This announcement sent shockwaves across the nation, fueling widespread speculation about extraterrestrial visitors. However, the excitement was short-lived. Within hours, the Army Air Force issued a retraction. General Roger Ramey, commanding officer of the 8th Air Force in Fort Worth, Texas, intervened. He asserted that the debris was, in fact, from a downed weather balloon. The flying disc narrative was dismissed as a mistake, a case of mistaken identity in the fog of Cold War paranoia. But for many, the retraction only deepened the mystery. The seeds of skepticism had been sown. The official explanation for the Roswell incident shifted over the decades following the event. Initially, the weather balloon story held, albeit with a growing chorus of doubters. Then, in 1994, the Air Force released a report attributing the debris to a top-secret project called Mogul. Project Mogul used high-altitude balloons equipped with microphones to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. The report claimed that the material Brazel found was consistent with these balloons. However, this explanation was met with skepticism by researchers like myself. The Mogul balloons were made of materials easily identifiable to someone like Major Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer at RAAF who initially handled the Roswell debris. Marcel had insisted until his death that the material he saw was not from any weather balloon or aircraft he knew. He described it as thin, metallic-like foil that would return to its original shape after being crumpled. In 1997, facing continued scrutiny, the Air Force offered yet another explanation. This time, they attributed the alleged alien bodies reported by some witnesses to anthropomorphic test dummies used in high-altitude parachute experiments. However, this explanation also falls short. The type of dummies described by the Air Force didn't even exist until 1953, 6 years after the Roswell crash. Despite the official explanations, numerous witnesses have come forward over the years with accounts that contradict the government's version of events. Major Marcel, for instance, maintained that the material he recovered was unlike anything he'd ever encountered. He even showed some of it to his son, Jesse Marcel Jr., who also attested to its unusual properties. The wife of Captain Oliver Pappy Henderson, a pilot stationed at Roswell, provided chilling testimony. She described her husband, visibly shaken, returning from the crash site and mentioning the recovery of small bodies with large heads and slanted eyes. These accounts, along with numerous others from military personnel, first responders and local civilians, paint a picture of a significant event, shrouded in secrecy and obfuscation. More recently, figures like Christopher Mellon, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, have added their voices to the chorus questioning the official narrative. Mellon claims to have seen classified documents suggesting a government cover-up of UFO activity, including the Roswell incident. He maintains that the public would be slack-jawed if they knew the full truth. The Roswell incident continues to fascinate and intrigue us even after all these years. Why? Perhaps it's the combination of compelling eyewitness accounts, shifting government explanations, and tantalizing hints of a cover-up. Or maybe it's the enduring human fascination with the unknown, the possibility that we are not alone in the universe. Whatever the reason, Roswell remains a powerful cultural touchstone, a symbol of the enduring mystery surrounding UFOs and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. The lack of transparency from the government only fuels further speculation. The event at Roswell, New Mexico in 1947 continues to be a source of debate and speculation. Until concrete, verifiable evidence is presented, the truth behind the Roswell incident will likely remain elusive. But the quest for answers, for me, continues.